lot to say. Without the worst, you can't have the best. No good without bad, without work it won't last. That's how I see it, I won't take it back. So please, please, grant me this one request. I'm begging, and pleading, don't turn me away. I need a stay.
God, I can't make it without holding your hand. Oh, yeah. I tried it, Lord, I need you. Lord, I need you. Lord, I need you. Can't make it, can't take it. Lord, I need you. Lord, here's my heart, no gimmicks, no strings. Do it my part, you can have all of me. Nothing will ever come between. Lord, I need you.
It's AM and FM, how you heard it in the old days. The new 107.9 FM and 980 AM WDDO, The Glory.
This is how I had a wreck, and this is how I got my check.
All right, get a check. All right, get a check.
Call Farsby Johnson and Associates, 478-257-6266.
Now you know who to call.
Call Farsby Johnson and Associates.
I'll write that number on the wall.
All right, get a check. All right, get a check. Get that check, boy.
And this is how I got my check.
Call Farsby Johnson and Associates, 478-257-6266, 478-257-6266, and get that check.
Little Georgia, will you help the WDDO 980 AM family welcome to our Glory Weekly lineup, All of a Sudden, with Brenda Sutton as host. Join All of a Sudden every Monday from 5:30 until 6:30, and tune in and be inspired on 980 AM WDDO. All of a Sudden, 980 WDDO.
Vertice Zero Zier is on the new 107.9 FM and 980 AM WDDO, The Glory.
I've always wanted to be an attorney because I truly enjoy helping people. If you get hurt in an accident, please feel free to call me. I'd love the opportunity to try to help you. The Dozier Law Firm, we're here in your time of need.
Vertice Zero Zier is on the new 107.9 FM and 980 AM WDDO, The Glory.
Unique 2 Auto Detailing, serving Middle Georgia for 30 years. Looking for a Christian-owned and operated place to take your vehicle for detailing? Unique 2 Auto Detailing is the place for you. Full detailing, wet sanding, wash and wax, buffing, auto sale, auto paint and body. Bring your vehicle today at 859 MLK Boulevard in Macon. Unique 2 Auto Detailing with a professional and friendly staff. Call today at 478-738-0809. That's 478-738-0809. Unique 2 Auto Detailing, the place you leave with a glorious smile.
Tune in daily and be educated, entertained, inspired, and encouraged by our daily talk show right here on WDDO 107.9 FM and 980 AM. Ask Elaine. Know what to say, how to say it, and when to say. Listen every Wednesday at 3 p.m. It's Just Ask Elaine on 107.9 FM and 980 AM WDDO, The Glory.
Call me love, call me love. By myself, talking by myself. You can look for me. Don't call the road, don't call the road until I get there. I may be blind, I may be blind. I might not see, I cannot see, but you can look for me. You can look for me. And don't call the road, don't call the road until I get there. I may be crippled, I may be crippled. I may not never walk no more. But you can look for me. You can look for me. And don't call the road. I ain't coming, Lord. I'm coming, Lord. I might be lonesome sometimes. I said, you can look for me. 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 But don't call the road. Is that all? Is that enough? Huh? I may be sick. I may be sick. But I can't get away. Look for me. You can look for me. Look for me. You can look for me. If I don't see you no more, look for me. You can 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 look for me. But don't go the road. God bless you.
Follow me, 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 yeah.
Connecting the community through gospel. The new 107.9 FM, W300EB, Macon, and WDDO 980 AM, Perry, Macon.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.
Welcome to the Issues of Life broadcast with your host, Evelyn Reid. This show will address health, religious, and political issues that our communities face daily. Let's go live into the studio with your host, Evelyn Reid, for the Issues of Life broadcast, right here on the Glory 107.9 FM, 980 AM.
And good afternoon and welcome to Issues of Life. Of course, I'm Evelyn Reid and I'm so glad to be here. Today, I have a special guest here and I want you to try out some of his wonderful cooking. Today, we have the owner of Tropical Flavors and he makes the best in the U.S., the best. What's that I like so much at your place?
Oxtails.
I like those oxtails. You know, I never had them till I came to Georgia, but he makes the best. And so I just want to introduce you and talk to you about your business and invite people to come out. And also I want to like to say hello to Miss Stevens. Hello, how you doing? Glad to have you. And Paula Sanders, we're so glad to have you on. And okay, mister, tell us all about you and your business.
Well, I don't know what to say about me, but I can talk about the business a lot more. We started here in Macon in 2008.
Okay.
We basically started on Houston Road.
Mm-hmm.
We did 5 years on Houston Road, and then we moved to Ingleside. We moved in 2013 to Ingleside, and we've been there currently. I would say it's about this March would be 17 years since we've been here.
You all make the best oxtails in the world. I've never had oxtails before coming to Georgia, but you all make the best. And I think everybody that's listening today, if you get a chance, go to his business on
Ingleside.
Ingleside.
2396 Ingleside Avenue.
Now tell us about your opening times. When are you open?
We're we're open Thursday through Sunday. Um, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is 12 to 9,
Hmm.
and Sunday is from 1 to 6.
1 to 6. You
Hmm.
also make something that's your flavors are Caribbean. Is that
Yes,
okay? So
yes.
you from the Caribbean?
Well, I was born in Miami.
Okay.
My mom is from Jamaica, and my father is from the Bahamas. So we fuse a combination of Jamaican, and that's why we didn't say Jamaican restaurant, because we have a medley of everything from the Bahamas and Jamaica. Yes.
So all your recipes are from the islands.
Yes.
Oh, they're really good. So you are open from
1 to 6 on Sundays,
uh,
and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 12 until 9.
you make some really good cabbage too. Is that what it is? And
Yes.
red beans and rice.
Yes, ma'am.
And my husband and I really love. We eat chowing down when we come over there. And you have such beautiful decor. Your place is just beautiful. When you walk inside, you feel like you're on the islands, right?
Good. Yeah, that was the whole idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the name of your place is Tropical Flavors, and it has a lot of stuff. You also carry ting.
Yes, we can.
Well, I was first introduced to that
Yes,
in
it's
the
a grapefruit soda. When I drank soda way back in the day, I would have ting with fried fish or escovitch fish,
Mhm.
which is one of our big dish that we do, the whole red snapper. We also have an array of different things. Most people that comes in, they come for the oxtails, of course, but so the jerk chicken is also very popular.
Yeah, I like everything you cook. It's like, wow. Uh, I just can't eat the red beans and rice because I'm a diabetic, but
Right.
it's really good food, and I suggest that you invite the people over. Uh, you want to do that now?
Well, yes,
Yeah.
we'd love to invite everyone over to come out and try. We do an array of different things in our menu. I think at least 26 items. We have oxtails, curry goat, jerk chicken. We have salmon. We have shrimp. For people who are kind of squeamish or would go like, well, I don't know. We have, roasted chicken, curry chicken, brown stew chicken, and we have some really, really good desserts. I used to do a mango and passion fruit cheesecake and a sweet potato cheesecake, but since I don't have the help, it takes a lot of time, so we kind of scale back. But we have the pina colada cake. We have a fully loaded carrot cake. It has walnuts. My brain just froze.
It's
It has
okay.
walnuts, golden raisins, a whole medley of little stuff that really enhanced the cake. We have a triple chocolate cake. So we have a whole array of things that you can choose from.
Yeah, the good news is when you go, it's a good thing. Valentine's Day is coming up, and that's a nice place to take your loved one to tropical flavors. You'll enjoy it, and you will be able to have a little romantic music when
Well,
you're eating your dinner.
we're
And
gonna try.
now, I never heard of curry goat until I went to the St. Kitts. And so tell me all about that.
Okay. Well, a lot of people here in Macon would say things like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat goat," but they eat chitlins.
Ooh,
So if you eat chitlins, you can eat goat. Goat is much cleaner.
okay.
It's much healthier than beef. So a lot of Caribbean folk eat goat. So there's a lot of African folk. But curry goat is unique to Jamaica because of the influence in the islands. A lot of Indians migrated to Jamaica back in the 30s. So they brought that spice with them, and it became a part of the culture.
Okay, so that's the flavor in the curry.
Yeah,
Is that
well, curry is actually a medley of spices, turmeric, cumin, garlic, etc. That combines that yellow color that you get from the curry is actually the turmeric.
that's amazing because and coumarin gets rid of pain in the body.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
so
Anti-inflammatory.
yeah, so I need to mix up something like that. I'm not
Yes,
that good at mixing that, but I do mix up other stuff with turmeric and
and it's
coumarin.
very good.
It's very good. So
Yes,
that's really
you can fuse turmeric, garlic, cloves, lime, and yeah, well, lime or lemon, whichever one you prefer, and just kind of cool it down. Just let it steep in your pot for a little while, and you can drink like a shot of it each morning, and it helps tremendously with joint pain and inflammation.
That's good to know because I'm a naturopath and I make other stuff like that with those particular products. So I'm excited to know that. I want to talk about on Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
Do you have a special that's going on, or what you're going to do? Because it'll be nice for my husband to bring me there. The decor there is beautiful,
Thank you.
and so if that romantic evening and stuff.
Well, I purposely chose that purple, or if you want to call a cross between purple and lavender, because of that royalty status. I want you to feel like royalty when you come in, and I wanted to have a nice sit down, because most Caribbean restaurant, if most people frequent that type of establishment, they're not usually a sit down restaurant. They're usually a takeout,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to change that trajectory. If Caribbean restaurant where you come in and you have a wait staff that would wait on you and let you feel as if you're on a cruise ship. Yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing, you don't have a long wait. I mean,
No.
when you come in, it's really a fast process. You're not sitting there for.
We try to get you fed as fast as possible, but we also pride ourselves in cooking stuff fresh. So I try to make sure that once you order, your vegetables, your plantains or plantains are done fresh.
Mhm.
We cook fresh daily.
Okay.
So sometimes people come in, they expect it to be fast, like a fast food thing, and it's not. But we try to make sure that you're served in a timely manner.
Yeah, and you don't want to go fast in there. You want to
Take your
enjoy
time.
it and let that
Just savor.
flavor.
Yeah.
Savor the flavor that's there. It's called Tropical Flavors, and it's on Ingleside Drive. What's the address again?
2396 Ingleside Avenue. We're directly across, not giving anyone any free props, but we're across the street from Ingleside Village Pizza.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a beautiful place, and
Thank you.
I'm really proud that you allowed yourself to do this show with me because I love coming to your place. And my
Well, I'm
husband and I.
honored to be here, and you've supported my restaurant, you and your husband, for years. And so when you asked me to do this, it wasn't a problem, wasn't an issue. It went without any type of hesitation.
And you can call your family and tell them you are live. Say I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. So
Well, I
if
hope
you
that
missed the
you'll-
show on anytime, it's still going to
It's still
be
there.
on Facebook and YouTube, and you'll probably be seen in Jamaica because they tell me we're seen all over the world. So
Oh, that's good.
I'm excited about that. Or they can go on one of those channels and
Yes,
see
and
you.
see it.
And the other thing is getting people to come out and try. If you like Caribbean food, it doesn't. It takes a merit. I don't know the difference between
Between
Caribbean and American food, but this is
the
better.
difference between, I would say, between American and um, Caribbean food is the spices. We eat the same thing.
Hmm.
And that's the thing. A lot of people, they're afraid. Well, I'm afraid to try it. What can I do with roast chicken? With roasted, jerk chicken is just spicy grilled chicken.
Mhm.
That's basically what it is. Because we use habaneros, garlic, ginger, allspice, onion, the same stuff to create that paste
Mhm.
to season the chicken, to marinate the chicken. So if you don't like spice, then I would not
Put it
direct you to the jerk chicken.
Uh-huh.
But if you like spice, then yes, that's the way to go. But American food is no different from Jamaican food. We love shrimp, we love salmon, we love fish, we love chicken, we love beef, which is what oxtails is. But a lot of people usually they confuse Caribbean food with Thai food, which is super spicy, and basically everything on a Thai dish is spicy, but Caribbean food isn't.
It's good food. I love the cabbage that you make.
Yes, we stir fry it. We don't add water.
Oh, you
And I
stir
think,
fry that?
yeah, we stir fry the cabbage because we want to retain all the vitamins and minerals in the food. So we tend to just take our time with it and let it sweat in its own and keep the vegetables nice and crunchy. And,
And I love those. I always ask for the double portion
yes, we do.
of the cabbage because they're so good.
And nicely seasoned.
And most people don't know this, but cabbage is like a natural diuretic. It
It
will
is.
take swelling out of the body
Yes, it does.
when you really pay attention to it.
Yes, it
That's what I
does.
do. I pay
And try
attention.
to keep the greener part
Yeah,
of the cabbage. A lot of people tend to break those off and throw them away. We
use them.
use them all because of the chlorophyll, which is also good for your body and your digestive system. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, I like the service there. I like the beauty and the decor that's
Mhm.
there. And I like the kinds of drinks because you have some of the drinks from the island
Yes.
that you don't get in any kind of restaurant. Now, you do have takeouts, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you just call in and you
You
can,
call in and place your order,
yeah.
and we fill it. Um, we have a policy that sometimes people get a little upset about because we want to maintain the integrity of your food. So we tend to box it when you get there,
Hmm.
because from past experience, we would say box someone food and they'd take an hour and a half or 2 hours to get there,
Hmm.
and then the box condensates all that water being their food. So what we would go ahead and do is, once you call in, we go ahead and prepare everything, and then we just box it once you
Once
get
you
there.
get there. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So, do you have good business now, or? Uh,
Yeah, but it's been a little slow. Usually January is a slow month because it's right after the holidays. So most people are broke, So, but usually around this time,
it starts picking up.
Valentine and income tax checks are coming in, and people tend to come out and splurge a little bit.
Oh, good, because my birthday is the day after Valentine's Day,
Ah, happy birthday!
so I want to at least one of those days have dinner at your
Oh,
restaurant,
great!
and
With pleasure to have you.
also bring some people with me. Sometimes we get a chance to bring some of our church there,
Hmm.
and our church is Alethea Baptist Church, and it's good to be able to s- service others,
Yes.
just be able to do that. And so I really thank God for your restaurant. I thank God for where you are, where you're located, and I really think that it's a beautiful place. So we want all you who are listening to us today, come on out and support.
Tropical
Tropical
flavor.
flavors.
Yes.
Come out and support it, and please try the oxtails at least once. You'll go back and get the fish and the chicken and the curry goat and all that stuff, but at least try oxtails once because it's like melting in your mouth.
Yeah.
And look, you can get your bones and
One bite and I got you. One bite of that oxtails and I got you.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I couldn't make them if I tried.
And you can also combo because we have combination on the menu as well. So you can always get oxtails and say jerk chicken or oxtails and curry goat. You kind of mix it up a little bit, and that way you can kind of try different things as you go along.
I'm gonna try some curry goat. I got to get
You're gonna
brave.
be really, really surprised. Yeah,
I got to get brave for that.
you're gonna be really, truly surprised at how
When
good it is.
when we were in St. Kitts, they
Mhm.
had fish soup, and
Yes.
everybody was saying, "I can't eat no fish soup. I can't eat." But then
Why
when
don't
you
you
have
try
it,
it? Yeah,
it's really
really
good.
good.
It's like, wow.
Just open your mind and try it.
It's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try this. It's really good. And so
Yes.
I'm really impressed with your business and how
Thank you.
well you have done that, and glad that you are in
It,
America.
well, it's to kind of give you a little background. It has been a challenge here in Macon. When we started, it wasn't it wasn't great. I didn't think I would make it this long. Um, a lot of the people were not open minded
Mhm.
about something new. They were fixated on fried chicken, collard greens, sweet tea, and cornbread. They would come in and they would ask me, "Well, do you have lemon pepper wings or do you have fried chicken?" I'm like, "No, there's like two Popeyes down the street." So it was kind of hard to break through. I would literally load up my hot box on the days that we were closed and go downtown Macon and ask people to try samples.
Mm.
And I remember that to me, the moment that I actually crossed over was I spoke to a producer one time on WMAZ,
Mhm.
and I literally asked them if I can participate on the Sunday morning show.
Mhm.
And They gave me a spot. I didn't think that they would, but they did. And you would have to get up at 5 a.m. to do this 8 o'clock show. And I would go in and prep everything. And each time I would do the show, I would get at least 15 to 25 new people would show up.
That's good.
And I was like super surprised that many people were watching the show in the morning. So we would ask them, well, why, how did you find out about us? And they would tell us. And I think from that point, people were willing to come out and
At least
and,
try.
and try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see sometimes when we go there, we see other church families there, especially on
Yes.
Sundays, and you just can't beat it. We took our mother-in-law there once, and she was like totally shocked at the food. And then when my grandson is with me, he wants to eat off of everybody's plate. One of the things you have is plantain, and most people in America don't know what plantain is.
It's just a big banana.
I know, but how do you do that?
Well, we get fresh plantains. Some people buy the previously frozen. We don't do anything frozen. And for example, I grocery shop. This is why we're not open 7 days. I grocery shop on Mondays. We prep everything and marinate on Tuesday, and we clean our restaurant, because that's very, very important to me, is to work in a clean environment. So we change like our fry oils. Our fryers are cleaned, our stoves, our bathrooms. We move our furniture in our dining room, and we clean everything. So that's why we're not open 7 days. I can't understand how some restaurants clean if they're always open. But with that being said, I like to hand select everything that I buy at market.
Mm-hmm.
So my plantains, I like to go, or plantains, as we say in the islands. Most people here in Middle Georgia say plantains, but I go to market, I get fresh plantains, and we let them ripe, so that they start, for example, they're halfway when you buy them, and by Thursday they're perfect, especially when it's hot, when it's summertime, and they're super sweet if done right. We don't add any sugars, we don't add anything to them. We just fry them in some good vegetable oil, and that's it.
You were mentioning that Americans like greens, and what they don't realize is that greens is a winter food.
Yes.
And if you eat greens in the spring and summer, you start getting worms. That's why people have the swelling in their stomachs. And they don't realize that. So it's not a season for it. When God
Right.
created the earth, he says seed time and harvest time
Yes.
is never going to stop. And so in the seed time, you're planting the foods in the season.
Yes.
And then you're harvesting those foods in the season. And you have to really pay attention to that, because a lot of people
I agree.
have a lot of issues, health issues.
Absolutely
because
agree. That's a thing with a lot of island folks. We eat foods in season.
That's great.
We don't eat mangoes in wintertime because it's not
It's not winter.
consistent to the time of the year. We eat mangoes in the summertime when it's actually on the tree and it's ripened on the tree. So if we don't have mangoes, we know when it's coming. But I notice here, people want everything year round, and sometimes it's not good for you, because when that fruit is not conducive to that time of year,
Right.
then you have an issue, because then it's not as sweet, it's not as fulfilling, and it doesn't have the same taste or texture.
And that's good to know. Listen, I deal with everything natural. So when I'm dealing with natural stuff, I love to learn stuff that keeps you healthy.
Mhm.
And so God has been really good to me about learning natural stuff. So your information on curry and turmeric and
Yes.
curcumin and all of that
Yes.
is really good to know. And it does get rid of inflammation
Yes, it does.
in the body. So I'm glad you don't do greens, because
I do greens if someone asks me to do it for them, but I mean, me personally, we eat callaloo. Callaloo, it's closer to spinach. It's the same collard greens family, but again, it's not something that an island person would eat like every single day. We kind of mix it up. We eat bok choy. We eat which is the Chinese cabbage, because there's a lot of Chinese influence also in Jamaica in a lot of our foods that we eat. The coat of arms in Jamaica says out of one, I'm sorry. Let me get this right in case a Jamaican is listening and nobody calls me. Um, out of many, one people, meaning out of the melting pot, we're all the same. We're all one people. So we have the African influence in Jamaica, the Chinese influence in Jamaica, the Indian influence in Jamaica, and the Mediterranean. We have a lot of Middle Eastern people that lives, and Jewish people that lives in Jamaica. So all their foods is a part of the culture. I would say the jerk chicken would be the African side, and the oxtails. The curry is the Indian side. We do another thing that's called beef patties. Beef patties and a lot of our pastry were heavily influenced by the Chinese when they came in to Jamaica. They came as migrant workers along with the Indians to plant rice, and they end up staying. And a lot of their food became an influence on the culture as well.
That's wonderful. You want to do a show on the history of all of this? It's amazing because most people just go with the same foods. Now I try to eat foods within the season, especially like cherries. Cherries will clean the arteries just like a baby's bottom.
It does. And I'm not a doctor here, but I try to tell people, with me, I don't do medication. If it works for you, that's fine. But for example, I drink a lot of beets because beets opens the arteries and it lowers your blood pressure. So you can always find alternatives. Cayenne pepper has the same enzymes or whatever they put into amlodipine. So you can just shake some cayenne pepper on your eggs in the morning and on your meal and your salads, whatever. But as African American people, we need to look outside because the side effects to a lot of these medication is just not good for us.
That's right. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm 29 years since my first cancer and 25 years since my second. And everybody said, you got to do this chemo. I said, if I perish, let me perish. I'm going to see the king, but I'm not taking your chemo. I'm not going to do that. And so I started doing natural stuff. So I make pain relief. I make 22 products because of studying natural medicine and studying when we do missions in St. Kitts, I do a clinic. Everybody has pain. And so when I studied natural medicine and also reflexology and all that, when I get to the island, they start lining up at the plane. Miss Reid. And the school says you only can do 8 people a day, but when I'm there, I'm doing 34 because there's so much pain in the island and stuff. And so it's a good thing to know and hear what you were talking about.
A lot of Jamaicans, we, and when I say we, as in my mom taught me this, we use a lot of herbs naturally, for pain and indigestion and whatever. We don't depend a lot on medicine. We go to Mother Nature because I tell people it starts in your kitchen.
That's right.
So a lot of us, if we really put the right thing in our kitchen, we'll be fine.
That's true. Carol Span just sent you a text saying, I love tropical flavors. Can't wait to get those oxtails.
The oxtails and the shrimp is our favorite.
Oh, I love the shrimp too.
If it's Carol Spain, that I'm thinking, yes, yeah, that's her go-to would be the oxtails or the shrimp.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I was talking about ting this morning because I learned ting when I was in St. Kitts.
Okay.
And so when I come there, I always get a ting, but I also like the
natural
ginger
juices. We make a lot of natural juices.
You make them there?
Yes, we have bottles, and then we have what we actually make in-house. We make a cucumber lime ginger. We make a mango pineapple with a hint of ginger. We do a natural fruit punch. It has pineapple, mango, passion fruit, and guava. And these are fresh fruits that I bring from South Florida because my wife and kids are in Miami.
Okay.
So I tend to go home at least once a month.
Okay.
And try to bring a lot of these items back.
Oh, that's nice. Well, say hello to your wife. I'm sure she's going to get the show.
Hello. I'm not sure she's listening because she works for University of Miami School of Medicine. So she has a lot on her plate.
Well, she'll see the show later.
I'm sure she will. My daughter might be watching.
Oh, good.
So who knows? Because she's an internet person.
Oh, yeah. Well,
If
that's
she's not
good.
in class.
That's good. So I'm really glad to hear from you, and I'm glad you came to do this show. We have a lot of more time to talk, so we can talk about anything. By the way, if you're listening to the show, you can call in at 478-250-1444. You can talk to Mr. James of Tropical Flavor, and you can ask him questions about some of the foods that he serves there. Do you all do parties?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you can do
We do catering. If someone wants to have stuff catered, yes, we do that. And we do most of my customers who follow me on Facebook or on our website, they know that we do a yearly like a dinner special during the holidays. We do a dinner package at Thanksgiving and at Christmas time.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That means I don't have to be cooking.
No, you don't. We do a jerk turkey. We do a savory turkey with a nice pineapple glaze. We do a pineapple glazed ham. We do a lot more than just Caribbean food. I can cook anything you ask me to make, and I think that's just a gift from God, and I'm grateful for that. I can taste a dish and tell you all what's in it, and I just didn't realize that I had that talent until later on in life.
So how old were you when you started cooking?
11.
11?
Mm-hmm. And I mean cook, not try. Literally cook, because my mom has 10 children. It's 6 boys and 4 girls. And there was always this competition because you would start, if you can master the beans and rice, then you'd graduate to something else. So my mom would start us with the beans and rice, and each child was a critic. So you have to try to really do good, because if not, that Sunday dinner table would not be fun for you. So you had to be really good at what you did, because you were judged by the previous person from the previous Sunday.
I love that. I'm from a family of 11 children.
Mm-hmm.
We had 7 girls and 4 boys, so I know about all this cooking. When I first started cooking, my brothers wouldn't eat the food. They were like, they were crazy. They were crazy. Carol says the cucumber drink is the best, and I love the shrimp.
Yeah, she loves the shrimp and the cucumber juice. Yes, I would give that to her. These, and ironically, when I started doing these juices, I told people, and I'm sure a lot of people didn't believe me, but we didn't drink sodas, we didn't drink Kool-Aid, we didn't drink Tang or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, whatever fruits or vegetable that was in season, that was the juice that was in our refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
So if cucumber is in season, she would make 3, 4, 5 gallons of cucumber juice and put in the fridge. When it's watermelon season, would have an abundance of watermelon juice, freshly made, in the refrigerator. So we never went out and bought sodas. To this day, I don't drink sodas. They just never appealed to me.
I didn't drink them either for years because it's, when I was modeling and you had to stay.
Oh, yeah, you got to stay thin.
It stays thin. And so it was really hard to.
I did some modeling in South Florida.
Did you?
Yes. There was an agent in Coral Gables called John Robert Powers.
Okay, I know who that is.
That was my agent. And me and my sister would do shows for Burdines. They had a big chain store in Florida called Burdines. They were like JCPenney, only more elegant. And we would do live shows and stuff like that. Black History Month was a time that I would get most of my work, because back then in the 80s, you had to look like Elder Bars, that light skin with the wavy hair to get most of the work, because you had to be able to cross over to look when they make you up like white or whatever. But I was who I am. I'm a black guy. So during Black History Month is when I got most of my work.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I trained to be a model. A lot of people just model, but I'm a professional model. So we do 12 kinds of modeling, which people don't understand that.
They wouldn't.
And so there's someone on the phone. Hello, caller.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Do you have a
I
question?
was calling because I'm listening to my radio, and I hear y'all talking about the different types of food that y'all sell and the tropical drinks that y'all sell.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want to know where y'all located at, 'cause I'm trying to get my mom off a lot of medication. My mom is 94 years old.
Okay.
We're at 2396 Ingleside Avenue. I don't know if you're familiar with Ingleside Avenue or not, but if you know of Ingleside Village Pizza, we're right across the street from the Village Pizza.
Yeah, and the address is
2396 2396 Ingleside.
396.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and y'all carry a lot of natural food and for the body.
Well, I don't know if you want to say it's natural food, but we cook fresh daily. We do a lot of fresh vegetables. We have a vegetarian section in our menu as well for people that are not meat eaters. We do tofu. We do a stir fry veggie platter. But our number one thing is our oxtail. So if you're looking for health food, I don't think you're going to be looking for oxtail, but we do like natural juices, etc. We also sell some health products, as in soursop bitters, black seed to help people with joint pain, etc. But full disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I try to encourage people to do their research, but these products I use personally and it works for me.
And soursop in the islands, you call it soursop. Here in America, we call it gravioli.
Yes.
And it's a natural chemo. I don't
Yes,
know.
it is. It is a natural chemo. I know people that actually had full-blown cancer and it bring them back.
Yeah.
So, and that's a part of island folks' diet because we make a shake out of it and we drink it and we make the tea and all that type of stuff. And we sell those products in the restaurant.
Yeah,
as well.
I still take you all call it soursop. I call it gravioli. In my book, I wrote it gravioli.
Yes.
But it is a natural chemo and
Yes,
it will
it is.
kill cancer in the body. And also, if your mother is in a lot of pain, I do a pain relief. It's called ER pain relief, and so you can get all that, and it will help eliminate some of the pain in the body.
Okay. What time do y'all close?
Well, we open Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 12 in the morning or 12 in the afternoon until 9 p.m. We open on Sunday from 1 to 6. We try to get people in.
On Sunday?
Yes, ma'am, from 1 to 6 on Sunday. We try to take our last dine in at around 5 o'clock. So we try to get people in as early as we can.
Okay, then. I got all that information. I'll be coming to visit y'all.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you calling.
And let him know you heard it on WDDO on Issues of Life.
Yes, that's what I'm listening to now. That's how I was able to call in and see. And I said, let me go to Facebook, and I just put in Mr. James Jerk Chicken. So that's how I got the phone number from listening to the radio.
Well, when you come into the restaurant, be sure to remind me of that, and I'll make sure you get some of my beet juice.
Oh, okay. I surely will.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much.
And thank you for calling.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right.
So if you have a question that you would like for Mr. James from Tropical Flavor, call us at 478-250-1444, and he can answer a lot of your questions about tropical flavors.
Well, I can try.
Yeah, he can try. And also, ladies, if you want a special place to go, it's beautiful. The decor is beautiful. On Valentine's Day, just say, hey, I want you to take me there and treat me special with some of the food there. Miss Elistine Stevens, she says she's going to be there, and I'm so glad that you're going to be there. She's a wonderful lady.
I appreciate that.
So praise God for all the ladies who are calling and stuff. But you brothers, make sure you take your wife to Tropical Flavors for just a night out. You know, it's very important that you do that. So today we're talking to Mr. James from Tropical Flavors. I didn't give his last name, but it's okay.
Yes, that's fine. A lot of people can't pronounce it anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, earlier before we got on there, you were talking to me about possibly moving. We're trying to change our location from where we are because we need a little bit more space where we can do a lot more things, live music. We used to do that years ago when we were on Houston Road.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to bring that back, live music, and just give people a variety of things, outdoor seating, more, not really, I don't want a bar. It's not a sports bar, but we're going to give you the televisions and all that so you can watch that as well and participate. But we want to take it to another level and let people come out and see how Caribbean folk have fun.
That's great. Is there another caller on the line? Hello? Okay. Well, anyway, that's a great thing. So where are you moving?
To Riverside.
Riverside. Okay.
Yes, Riverside Drive. Closer to Tom Hill. Yeah.
Tom Hill Senior. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So don't worry, I'll be
we
there.
Didn't really want to go that far. We wanted to actually go to Warner Robins, but
oh no, don't
but
go.
We like Macon.
Oh,
so
good.
we decided to stay in Macon. Yeah.
Don't go to Warner Robins. They got everything.
Yeah, our base is in Macon. So we figured we'd stay in Macon because I like Macon. I like a lot of the people that come to the restaurant and that I interact with. I've gotten to know a lot of the folks to the point where I even know what they eat when they walk in. So yeah.
Well, I guess I was going to order the oxtails the next time I see you. So the Lord is good. He's blessed you a lot. I can tell.
And I thank God every single day that I get up. That's the first thing I do. I thank God.
Yeah.
That he actually tapped me on my shoulder and wake me up. I didn't have to be here. And this, I guess I'll come back and talk more about this another time, but I can kind of speak on something just for a minute. When I lost my parents, my mom, 2 years ago, and well, actually I lost my sister in 21, my mom in 22, and my brother in 23. I wouldn't say I suffered from depression, but I knew as of last year, I kind of hit a low point, and I struggled with anxiety. A lot of people that know me didn't see it. They didn't know of it because I'm always this jovial person who's always smiling and fun with people. So, but inside I was dying. I was literally screaming inside.
Yeah.
And there are times when I'd have to go in my office and kind of sit down and just take a moment. And it was really, really tough. I was always a spiritual person, but I think I got closer to God last year. I literally got to know him and literally got to hear him speak to me in many ways.
Amen.
So I didn't need a therapist. God was my therapist. He took me through, he shined his light on this dark road for me and lead me back to where I am today. So I'm always grateful and I'm always thankful for just being here.
That's amazing because I had my lung cancer surgery at the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville. And the doctors there told me that they can't understand why I didn't take chemo after that. And they kept asking me, was I depressed or anything about it? And one of the things that was really helpful to me was understanding that I knew where I'm going when I die. And two, I didn't want to put something in my system that was going to kill me because when I studied chemo, it was saying
it kills good and bad cells.
It kills all your cells,
Yeah.
and so you can't survive with that. And so when I wrote my first book, I put in there, cry, have your pity party, get over it, wash your face and fix yourself up, and don't appear that God can't do what you're asking him to do. And that's how I still do, because people can't understand why I'm jovial. I could be depressed on the inside, but on the outside, you don't know it because of what I have studied in the Word of God.
Yes.
So understanding that I was,
and you get to choose how your day turns out.
That's true.
I choose to smile each day.
I've never seen you when you're not smiling.
A lot of folks would come in and they're having a bad day and they try to take your joy. Um, I've met some people at the restaurant that really try to do that, but I choose not to let them do that.
Yeah.
I try to help them as best I can, but if it's getting out of hand, I walk away.
You know, the beautiful thing about that is knowing who God is and knowing that you was chosen before the foundation of the world and understanding that.
I agree.
That I was chosen, so I'm redeemed.
Yes.
I'm adopted.
Yes.
I'm all that in a bag of
Yes.
chips.
Yeah.
And that's good news to me. It's
Yes.
good news to me.
Yes.
And I always say if my cancer comes back, which that is a possibility.
Yeah.
If I do, I told my sisters I'm gonna stick my fingers up like this and say, "Peace out, my sisters. I'll see you on the other side." Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know that you
Yeah.
understand it
Yeah.
when you're in the Word, and you only can understand that if you're in
I agree.
the Word. Because when we need to eat meat, Paul said, "You're still babies. You're on
Yeah.
milk when
Yes.
you need to be eating meat, and that's because you're not in the Word. You
Yes.
don't understand or study the Word." And so God has been good and faithful to me, and I praise God for that. You know,
I tell people all the time that God has a path for each and every one of us. And a lot of us are blessed to know our purpose.
Mhm.
And some of us are just not lucky enough to figure it out.
Listen, we have about 1 minute, and I hate to just close this out, but I would like you to come back and just
I would love to.
talk about all the good things and get people to share in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
natural things, because that's right down my alley. So I just want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you, and I want everybody to try to go to Tropical Flavors on Ingleside. And it's open Thursday, and Valentine's Day is coming. So tell your sweetheart, look, I want to go to Tropical Favors and I want to try these oxtails and this shrimp and this chicken and all of that stuff.
And if
Thank
you don't
you for joining the Issues of Life broadcast with your host, Evelyn Reid. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday from 4:15 to 4:45 p.m. as she addresses the health, religious, and political issues that our communities face daily, right here on the Glory 107.9 FM, 980 AM, WDDO.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.